Welcome to my bed. So today we're filming in my bed because I am tired and I'm on my period and I'm emotional and I have cramps and I've cried 4 times today. I didn't want to sit up to film this because I realized that whether I'm in a bed or I'm sitting in a chair, I am still going to be telling you the same story. So let's do it in bed. I have a bunch of pimple cream on because I just popped all my blackheads. Like, it's definitely a raw moment, but I thought that that was fitting for today's video because it's a very deep and emotional story. So I want you to feel like you're talking to me. And I also just farted, but it was quiet, so you can't hear it, but you can only smell it, and that's good. As you saw from the title, I'm gonna tell you the story about when I met God. Now, I know you're probably like, Emma, you didn't, and that's partially true. The story that I'm gonna tell you today is spiritual. It's not really gonna have any significance to you at all. It is kind of just like one of those things that isn't really that good of a story, but I thought I'd share it with you because it meant something to me. And so the story begins. The other day, I was walking around Melrose in LA because I'm a basic bitch. There's a lot of cool vintage stores and they're all overpriced, but whatever. It's a great place to go shopping. I was shopping alone. Now that's weird because I don't like doing things alone. Back in the day, I used to do everything alone. Literally, I'd go shopping alone, I'd eat alone, I'd go grocery shopping alone, I'd do everything alone. Recently, that hasn't been the case. I like to do things with people because it makes me feel more comfortable. Because think about it like this. Let's say you're alone and you're walking down the street and all of a sudden a group of powerful 8th graders that are all hanging out walk past you and they all judge you because you're alone. That's scary. And I like to avoid that. But I took the risk and decided to go shopping alone. A big fucking step for me. I'd gone into a few stores, done a little bit of damage, but like not too much. Recently, I've been really obsessed with denim, like vintage denim, jeans. I just been really into jeans recently, but I have literally never been able to find good jeans. I get a pair of jeans and I'm like, okay, these are like a nice 8 out of 10. They're fine, but they're not great. And that's always how it is. Like all my jeans in my closet are like mediocre. It's like either they're a little bit big or they're a little bit small or they don't hit the perfect part of my waist. There's always some sort of flaw in them. And I've come to terms with this. I've literally like accepted the fact at this point that I'm never going to find a pair of jeans that I like. Okay. And it hurted, but it's fine because that's just life. Not everything's going to be perfect. Well, that's what I thought. So with this in mind, I go into this vintage denim store. I was like, I need good jeans. I've always wanted good jeans. Maybe today is the day that I'm going to find good jeans. You know, my heart deep down kind of knew that there was no chance. I knew that there was no chance that I was ever going to find jeans that were perfect for me and that I was just going to die wearing an 8 out of 10 pair of jeans. I had come to terms with this at this point. So I go in, I'm sifting through and I find a few pairs of shorts and a few pairs of pants. It seemed like they would fit me. They were my size. I was like, all right, let's see what we can do. Okay, wait, I want to get my coffee. Where is it? Okay, sorry, back to work. Great coffee, by the way. And I decided to start trying them on. Now, when I first got into the store, there was a lot of people in there. By the time that I was done picking out all the jeans that I wanted to try on, it was just me and the woman working there. Immediately, I felt in my heart that me and this woman who was working at the front desk had a connection, but I couldn't exactly explain it. I just knew that she understood me in a way that no one else does, but I didn't really know what that meant yet. But later I would find out. I said, excuse me, miss, may I use the restroom? She said,
we don't have a restroom.
And I said, that sucks because I really have to shit. I decided that even though I had to shit really bad, I was going to try on these jeans. So I get into the room and I'm trying on the jeans and every pair was like, an 8 out of 10, but I was like, fuck it, they're still kind of cute. And all of a sudden the woman says,
I think that these jeans would look really good on you.
And she slips them under the door. And I was like, okay, sure. So I try them on and they're perfect. The 10 out of 10 pair of jeans that I had been waiting for were now on my body. They were ripped in the perfect spots. They were the perfect wash of denim, straight out of the 80s, maybe the 70s, I don't know, but they were straight out of a vintage fucking movie. Perfect jeans. Fit me like a glove. The fucking pockets on the ass were perfect. The most perfect pair of jeans ever. And immediately I look at this woman. I come out of the dressing room and I'm like, how did you know? She was like,
I just knew.
And I was like, holy shit, this woman is not from Earth. This is not somebody that was born normally. This is not somebody that was once a sperm and an egg and then became a human being. But it doesn't end there. At this point, she starts giving me hundreds of pairs of jeans. I kid you not, probably 40 pairs. And every single pair that she gave me was a 10. Fit me
perfectly.
And I was like, what is going on? I've never experienced this. This woman knows all, and I was starting to get scared. And at this point, I'm like not even really worried about the fact that this woman is obviously godly and not normal from fucking Earth. I was more worried about the fact that I had to shit still. Finally, after literally an hour of trying on jeans, putting them on, thinking that they're perfect, putting them in the yes pile, putting on another pair, thinking that they're perfect, putting them in the yes pile, coming out of the dressing room, being like, how are you so good at this? Me not knowing what in the world has aligned on this fine day that has made this happen. After an hour of of literally sweating, having to shit, and trying on jeans, I was done. And I had a pile of probably 20 jeans that were perfect. I had narrowed it down to 20, but I was like, this is going to be at least $2,000 if I buy all these jeans, meaning that I have to narrow it down a little bit more. I'm picking out at least 7. I told myself, I was like, you're allowed to buy 7, which I knew was going to hurt my bank account. But at this point, I was like, I don't care. This woman deserves my bank account. She deserves all the money I've ever made.
She's my god.
Okay, I'm sitting in the dressing room and I'm sweating at this point, clenching my asshole harder than I've ever clenched it because I still have to shit, mind you. And I'm looking through all of these jeans and I narrow it down to 7, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Not only are they perfect and beautiful looking, but they're also comfortable. Like, what? Since when are jeans comfortable? Especially vintage ones. Especially vintage ones. Because back in the day, jeggings didn't exist. These were comfortable vintage. I couldn't believe my legs. So I come out and I put them on the counter and I'm like, all 7. And she was like,
Wow, I knew it.
and I was like, how did you know? How did you not bring me in one pair that wasn't a 10? She was like,
I just had a feeling.
and at that moment I knew that the woman that I was speaking to was not just the fucking woman who was put on the 12 to 5 shift. This woman was God. There's no way that she could know me so well. And I spent dollars on jeans. But the thing is that I've never been happier to do something in my life. I was thrilled to give her all my money. It was my pleasure. And just when you thought this woman couldn't get any more perfect, she's like,
We don't normally open our bathroom to the public, but I really like you and I feel connected to you, so I'm gonna let you use the bathroom.
I was like, okay, this is the most perfect woman I've ever met. She's kind, caring, compassionate. She remembers things. I asked her if I could use the bathroom an hour before. She remembered. She knew. She could feel that while I was trying on all those jeans that I had a poop protruding through my ass. She knew better than me even. At that point, I almost forgot I had to shit because I was so infatuated by her godliness, but I still did have to shit. So I did, and I used her restroom, and it was an amazing experience. I came out feeling refreshed, and I gave her my credit card, and then I went home, and I continued to think about it for the rest of the day. I will forever love this woman. Like,
I love her.
she's like my mom, she's my grandma, she's my aunt, she's my friend, she's my mentor.
And she's my god.
And that's my story. It doesn't really have any significance to anybody but me, but I felt like I'd share it with you anyways because it was just kind of something that meant a lot to me and I wanted you to know about it because you guys know everything about my life and I thought I would share it with you. This video is not over. I want to show you the jeans that I bought because why would I not show you? I feel like that would just be rude. So I'm gonna do a haul. I'm gonna call this a God haul because it's not just any haul. This is a haul that was touched by God herself. I hope you enjoyed my story and now let's look at the jeans that I bought. I hope you have an amazing day. Enjoy my jean haul. That's all for today. That's it. Goodbye.